what's up? Welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a heel gum and empath. I picked a little bit different background today. This place is really heavily populated. There's a lot of people out. The weather's nice and it's a holiday weekend. If you look down there, some folks having it to do. Maybe they left. There's a bunch of people down there. Anyway, I like this park. Like there's a bunch of people that like to spend birthdays and holidays and stuff celebrating down at that end. Anyway, people and their dogs down there. I debated taking the girl dog out with me today, but wish she already went on an errand with me. I'm sitting next to a pretty rad maple tree. This is my grounding for today. God, man, nature, I just can never get enough of it, man. I could just be out and playing out here for hours and hours. And then over here in this tree, that guy right here, there were like 5-6 squirrels just zips and zerling, twippity flurling over there. So I thought I'd come out and give Mom the house a little bit. Yesterday was so overcast and so it was like evening all day long. So I just kind of hung out in my room. It's kind of a blase day. So today it's nice to be out and about and see other people out and about. You know, I just listened to some Edward Casey stories yesterday. There's some different storylines that I like to hear that just make me feel better. It's like comfort food, puts me in a vibrational state that it just, alright, it's cool. Edward Casey, I freaking love his storyline. There's so many more like it, Dolores Cannon and Alice and Co. There's more and more practitioners that are coming to be. Here come the squirrels coming back. There's more and more practitioners coming to be, try to help people, heal their hurts. And that's all I'm trying to do is help people heal hurts by helping them recognize, there's terrible things can happen in life, and that's what's happening in the world's climate. Is more people are becoming more empathetic because more people are having life experiences that are freaking they're terrific, they're horrific, they're scary, I read a story about a girl, she made it out of a flood, and 2 days later almost died in a tornado. And it's just, our energy bodies can only handle so much, and people that don't have support, you gotta have other outlets to freaking soothe yourselves, man, because when you don't have families and stuff like that to, include you and to tell you that it's gonna be okay in the times, sometimes when you don't think it is, you don't have that, you gotta freaking learn to be a person of integrity, so when you tell yourself that it's gonna be okay, that you're gonna believe it. Yeah. Integrity is so very important, and people have just, for a long time have just done business with people because that's what they've always done, and even though they're shady as shit, and people are finding now that, you don't gotta do that. Cut those ties, man. I never understood, people, it's like when I was in high school and they wanted me to think about what career path I wanted to do, I thought, marketing would be fun, but they're a bunch of freaking liars. They sell a bunch of stuff they say a bunch of stuff that isn't true. Well, like what, Marge? Well, like they're declaring that their product is the best product that there is on the market. And the fact is that there's no way to ever determine that, because you don't even know what the whole entire market, entails. And there might be a product out there that is better than yours, but you saying it, don't make it true. So that's why marketing was never for me. In politics, it's built on lies. Our whole government is built on politics, which is built on lies. If people just went by, their heart space, I think things would be a lot easier to navigate through life. But people are such cowards and liars, and they hide behind their egos and all the stuff that they need to fill their egos, that they give a misrepresentation of who they are. People are constantly misrepresenting themselves, constantly giving a different representation of what they are and who they are. I was talking to a kid yesterday. I'm like, you can't freaking talk about freaking what a devout vegan you are and wear Nikes. I just don't think that that's possible. Or wear, that line. There's just like things that don't match up. You know, people are constantly telling us who they are, and when they're telling us that they don't match up within themselves, why the fuck would you want to hang out with somebody that's imbalanced like that? You know, emotional control is freaking so important. You know, and that's what my mom has always tried to freaking instill in me, emotional control. Look at this tree instead. Sit by the tree. Emotional control, emotional control, emotional control. Because if you don't learn to control your emotions, they put you in places, people put you in places, and they control them for you. Freaking mental institutions, jails. They used to give you a choice between military and jail. What does that tell you? Anyway, military. What was that? Where's my train of thought going there? It used to. Lining up. That train of thought just derailed. I just want people to wake up to a different idea of that that life can be different. Life doesn't. You don't necessarily need to live your life for other people and how people tell you to live your life. You know, I tried that. I did. I tried to be everybody. You know, I tried to do what I thought is the right thing to do to fit in society and right and nice and right. And you know, I'm just as my world is just as small as it's ever been. You know, just. But because I come from a different place, I come from a place of the heart. I come from a place that I'm open and willing, and I'm not scared to talk about emotions and how much things hurt, you know, and how hard life is to live because people are gross. Because what people do to feed themselves to make themselves feel better, a lot of that stuff is really quite wasteful. It's really quite wasteful. You know, I don't buy into any practitioner that's going to freaking tell me how freaking of the light they are as they travel around being wasteful with things, you know. I don't know. But these are my circumstances, and I'm sure that if I came from a different environment, I'd probably have a different attitude about it. But that's my favorite reference. So, let's see how long they just kind of. Anyway. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah. Blah, blah. Okay, Eli's there. You should probably have to get him. See, that's what my higher power tells me. You know, there's the roller, the hustle, and the ease. You know, the disruptor, and they could have just, you know, they used to come up on somebody recording something. You know, just kind of, oh shit, you know. Excuse me. I was like, no, they just freaking meandered through and freaking slow and all. You know. All right, that's cool. That's all right. You know, but that's the thing. It's like, are you helping or are you hindering? And the one dude, you know, like, is looking at me like, what? You know, it's that's cool, whatever, you know. But this is what I wanted to talk about. It was the spark inside, and I mentioned it earlier with the Edgar Casey stories. It was so important to me when I was a little girl that I came from a place of love, and then later I found out that I didn't. And so the result of that is what I found out later in life is that I am a source of love, and that I don't have to come from that to be that and distribute that. And you know, it ain't always easy for me to be the love in the world and be the you know, because I am an Aries and I am cantankerous and you know, people are so egoic and self-centered that they just don't realize what they do does impact other people, you know. And I try not to live like that. I try to live that. I know that my, you know, I try not to do things that are gonna, you know, I know are gonna hurt other people. Because I know that I remember when people used to tell me, you know, oh, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Well, then why did you do that? Did you know it was gonna hurt my feelings? Yeah. And why did you do that? because I was just living my life. Well, then you meant to hurt my feelings, right? People are a lot more intentional than they claim to be. But I don't know. I guess we just live another day to learn another lesson, to have another backdrop, to tell another story. And enjoy as much as we can along the way. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.